Oh, Carlton. Carlton. This might be, I've only been watching AFL like, what, 5 years, 6 years? This might be the most Carlton thing I've ever seen this whole season. This is the most Carlton thing ever. After the start they had. You know, I woke up quite late. I mean, I woke up at 8 AM, but like, it was like half time. It was 3/4 time actually. It was like 24 points or something to Carlton. They were doing okay. It's funny, I was watching a True Footy podcast this morning actually. It was an old one. It was like just after Carlton lost to Gold Coast, so like early in the season. And the other guy was mentioning, sorry I forgot his name, not Jesse, the other one. He was mentioning about how Carlton are not that good, and he got slack for it. That's not exactly what he said, but like, you know, he didn't rate Carlton that highly. I think that podcast aged quite well, considering what just happened. Yeah, so like I saw like the score at the end, and it was just Carlton winning by 5. I'm just like, oh, 3 minutes left? I'm going to tune in. I'm going to watch these last few minutes. Can Carlton hold on? No. No. That Collingwood winner was crazy. The scenes were crazy. Maybe I went to Australia a week too early, because maybe I could have caught this game, although apparently it sold out very quickly. I heard it sold out in a couple of hours. But the atmosphere looked crazy. Fair enough to Collingwood. I mean, I don't like them, but I'll give credit where it's due. They went on a great win streak. Yes, it ended last week, but it ended last week to a good Sydney team in Sydney. But they persevere, they win. They find ways to win games, which might be a problem. I don't want to see them win the flag or anything, but they got a double chance now, and they've earned that. I did not expect them to even be in the 8 at the start of the season. They have earned a top 4 spot, and they're playing Geelong, and that could be quite interesting. Geelong have been the best team, but their finals form isn't always as good, so I'm intrigued to see what Collingwood do in that game. If they win, MCG prelim, that's going to be... could they play... It could be Richmond, right? That they could play. I don't know, we'll see, because I feel like the Tigers will win against Brisbane at the Gabba, and then week 2 you never know. As for Carlton though, I thought they'd be in the 8 for so long. I'm sure many Carlton fans, actually maybe Carlton fans didn't, maybe they kind of saw this coming after all these years of watching him, but after the start they had, to lose out like that is something else. Apologies, we could have beaten the Dogs for you, but we didn't. But I saw that coming. After the way we lost last week to Richmond, and then the week before against Gold Coast, yes, we won, but we didn't look too good in Tasmania against Gold Coast. If Gold Coast were troubling us in Tasmania, then we were in trouble against the Dogs. So I apologise, but it was happening. We were going to lose to the Dogs, and that ultimately, along with Carlton losing, cost them. I was at the game last week where Melbourne... that was a great game, but Melbourne's winner, that Carlton thought they'd won, Melbourne thought they'd lost. And then bang, Koza, what a winner. Oh, that was crazy. Yeah. I came back to England at the wrong time, but yeah, work doesn't allow more than 2 weeks off unless you write a letter. Probably it should have written a letter, to be fair, but like I already used like half my holidays, so I only had like 2 weeks left. I mean, I have 3 days left, so I wouldn't have made the 3 weeks anyway. But yeah, maybe next time I come, I'll come for like 3 weeks if it's possible. But I think next time I come will be like probably at different states, because I still want to visit Adelaide, Sydney again, and Queensland. Anyway, I've been here 4 minutes and you're here for the reaction. If it's blocked, I'm sorry. I'm going to try and upload it normally. If it gets blocked, I'll just re-upload it without the video. I'm sorry, it's just how YouTube is. I don't think it's even YouTube. I think it's broadcasting companies. It must be. I don't think it's AFL, because like I've been uploading AFL reactions for years, and for the most part it's been fine. But I think there's like a broadcast thing. Anyway, let's react to this, even though I've seen the ending. Let's go. Sometimes it's not about how it ends; it's about the journey.
Good bounce. Pitternet worried out of it. Pendlebury, big game player.
Looks like he's got the job on Cripps. This is Cameron having knee contact with Pitternet. It's a real knee issue there for Cameron, I think. Back to Noble.
Is there an injury involved? Possibly.
Check worked it down. Little tap out the side door here. Once again under pressure, the Blues, and they'll kick it out of bounds.
Not good there. I said at a post yesterday that Freo could make top 4, but then I said nah, I think the Pies and Sydney would win, and they did. Oh, that's a good goal. Melbourne's smashing of Brisbane was good though for them because they got a home final now. Could have been at the SCG, but it's not. Good goal. See, this is not the start that Carlton would have wanted, but I guess they did well. Like at 3/4 time, they were 4 goals up, weren't they? This Collingwood start almost as good as their grand final start from 4 years ago. Sorry to remind you of that, if you're a Pies fan. Good mark. Took until this point. I assume this is Carlton's first goal. Yeah, it is. There you go. Oh, it's heating up. It's all good, it's all good. I like how it worked out where the fixture list was. The last 2 games were a top 8 spot versus a top 4 spot. Who wants what more? Although the Saints were never going to do it, I think. They needed too much of a percentage. There you go. Look at the crowd. 88,000. I think AFL tweeted. Or someone tweeted anyway, I saw it. I witnessed 70,000 Melbourne Collingwood, and that was incredible. I can't imagine this for the winner at the end. Ah, there we go. That's one. Ah, beautiful. All those Magpies fans right behind that goal. I love seeing fans' reactions behind the goal when their team concedes. It's always so funny. There you go. They had a big third. The championship quarter, although it wasn't the winning quarter in the end. But it would have been the quarter that won them the game if they'd managed to hold on. They were so close. There you go. Look at that, man. 88,000. Wish I was there. I've witnessed 89,000, I think, but that was for an Arsenal game at Wembley, so a bit different. But that was a good day though because we won.
Chair wants to take a little bit more ground. There is Mackay in front of hands. Martin did it really well. Got it to Cripps. Cripps to Curnow. Curnow backs up. Loves to kick while on the lead.
Bang! And the dirt is gone. For now, because they didn't win in the end. It was 26 points. No, wait. No, it was 20. Yeah, it was 24. Sorry, I can't count. 23 now.
Goes further afield with a high one.
25 with 16 minutes left. Just saying.
Right through the middle. Curnow, side bottom,
Nice. Well, this is where the downfall started. 6 minutes at this point, you know. A couple goals might have done it for Carlton. Look at this man right here. He captures he captures the emotion of Carlton fans right now. They're still ahead. They're still ahead, but they kind of can see what's coming here. I've been there as an Arsenal fan. I've been there because we're known for choking as well. See, look, there's still a lead here with 6 minutes left. You know, there's still hope, but this man knows. This man knows something's coming. He is ready. He's not going to be ready at the end, but he knows what's coming. He knows what's coming, and he's still going to be very annoyed when it comes. They didn't score another point, did they? It was 74-75, right? I think. There you go. Imagine conceding that, man. Imagine. This is the end. This is the winner. Here it is. Here it comes. I remember because it was 1:45 when he got the goal. Just fell in the perfect place. He still needed to kick that. Under all that pressure. I mean, those last two Collingwood goals were very good finishes, especially the second last one. But look at that. Look how close it was, man. Yeah, well, it's done. Unbelievable. Just I wanted Carlton to make it as well. But, you know, that's Carlton for you. Imagine I told you at the start of the season that the Dogs would only just scrape finals on the very last day because of Collingwood. And Port would not even be close. Imagine I told you that last year. But that happened. That happened. Collingwood and Freo, the beneficiaries of those two teams. I mean, the Dogs didn't drop out, actually. They actually made it, but yeah. The fact that the Dogs dropped off a bit and Port just completely slipped away gave some opportunity there. And we got some fresh blood in the finals. I wanted it to be the Saints as well because we're in the era of breaking droughts. Dogs, Tigers, D's. The Saints were next. Not this year. maybe one day, but not. They had their chances, obviously. 09 and 2010. 2010 especially. But yeah, I think they'll get there, you know. Hopefully soon. But yeah, not this year for sure. Who we got? Who's winning the flag? Because at the moment, I am not sure. Geelong have been the best team, but can they perform in the finals? I don't know. They've had one good final series in recent years, and that was the grand final loss to Richmond. Apart from that, they've not really done enough, considering how good they've been in home and away season. And then you got what? Then you got Melbourne. They can go back to back. That's possible. Looking at how they played against Brisbane, they're looking good. They're looking good, but they'll still find it very tough, you know, against certain teams. But you know, I don't think they're as good as they were last year. Obviously, they're not. They were top and they smashed everyone in the finals. But they could still find that form in the finals. So we'll see. But I think Melbourne are more likely than maybe most of the rest of the seven. Then you got Sydney. I don't think they win week 1, but they got a double chance, so a prelim is possible. I'm not sure about it going all the way though. We'll see. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced. I feel like if they got second and they won in week 1, which was a possibility, a SCG prelim would have been crazy for them. And that could have been a great opportunity. But now I'm not too sure. But we'll see. But it's not impossible. Then you got Collingwood. I want to say they won't win the flag. But after some of the wins they got in this season, I can't say they can't. I just can't say they never say never with them. They've just got that. So they just got that motivation and perseverance to always be in the game, and I think that will help them in the finals for sure. Then you got Freo and Brisbane. I don't think either team will win the flag. I think Freo got a better chance, but Freo at best prelim. But I think they'll get to the semi and they get to the semi and lose, I think. But they got a home final, so that's good for them. It's their first time in a while, and I think it would be a good home final for them, and I think they can actually win that home final and get to week 2. But that's about it. I think they'll get some good experience from the series, and hopefully in future years they'll do very well. But this year I think it's just like a trial in a way, a finals trial. Brisbane, I don't think will. I don't think they just don't look as good as they were the last few years. I think they look a bit weaker, especially against Melbourne. So I think in the finals they'll get found out. And then you've got Richmond. They are back in the 8. They're gonna do it maybe the hard way with away games, but honestly, I think they'll beat Brisbane at the Gabba. I think they will. They've done it a couple of years ago, but that was against a better Brisbane team, of course, but it was also against... They were also better as well, Richmond. A lot better. That was a grand final winning team. But even this year, when Richmond are weaker, I think it's very much possible they go to the Gabba and win. I could be wrong. I want the Lions to win that game, but I think the Tigers will. We'll see. Will they win the flag? I'm not sure. From 7th, I'm not sure. But I guess you never know. If they get through the first 2 weeks, I think they might be just at the MCG from that point on. So we'll see. And then there's the Dogs. They just made it. I don't think they go all the way, although they've done it before from a low position. So I guess you never know. The only team I said can definitely win the flag is Melbourne, just by elimination. Geelong on their form could, but like the finals, they need to. We'll see what they do in the finals. And Collingwood, you can't count them out. So if not Melbourne, I'm thinking maybe Geelong or Collingwood right now. Because I don't think any of the bottom half of the 8 would do it. Maybe Richmond might pull off something, but I'm not sure. I don't think it will be Sydney either. So yeah. Melbourne, Collingwood or Geelong. That's my pick. Geelong if they can fix their finals form. Collingwood, well, they're Collingwood this year, aren't they? They're inevitable sometimes. Or Melbourne back to back. Yeah, one of those three. The other 5 won't do it. You heard it here first. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see you.